Luke 15:11-32. This is one of the most beloved parables ever told, a story that has echoed through centuries, touching hearts and stirring souls. It's a tale of loss, longing, and the extraordinary power of forgiveness. A man had two sons. They lived together under one roof, sharing meals, laughter, and the daily rhythms of family life. But beneath the surface, something was stirring in the heart of the younger son, a restless yearning for more. The younger one said to his father, "Father, give me my share of the estate." In that moment, he was asking for more than just money. He was asking for independence, for the freedom to chase his own dreams, even if it meant leaving everything he knew behind. So the father divided his property between them. With a heavy heart, he let his son go, giving him the freedom to choose his own path, even if it led far from home. Not long after, the younger son gathered all he had, set off for a distant country, and there squandered his wealth in wild living. He chased after excitement, believing that happiness could be bought, and that fulfillment was just one adventure away. He was chasing freedom, chasing pleasure, believing happiness was just out there, waiting. But when his money ran out, so did his friends. The laughter faded, the parties ended, and he found himself utterly alone, abandoned by those who once called him friend. The land was gripped by famine. He began to be in need. Starving, desperate, the young man hired himself out to feed pigs. So hungry he wished he could eat their food. For a Jewish audience, this was the lowest of the low, feeding unclean animals, longing for even their scraps. He had lost everything, even his dignity. But then he came to his senses. He remembered home. He remembered love. He said, "How many of my father's hired servants have food to spare, and here I am starving to death? I will go back to my father and say, 'Father, I have sinned against heaven and against you. I am no longer worthy to be called your son. Make me like one of your hired servants.'" In his brokenness, he found humility. He rehearsed his apology, not expecting restoration, but hoping for mercy. He got up and started the long journey home, every step filled with regret, fear, and a desperate hope for mercy. The road was long, and his heart was heavy, but something inside him whispered that maybe, just maybe, he could find forgiveness. But while he was still a long way off, his father saw him, and was filled with compassion. He ran to his son, threw his arms around him and kissed him. The father's love had never faded. He had watched the road every day, hoping for his son's return, and now seeing him, he didn't hesitate. He ran, breaking all custom, to welcome him home. The son began his confession. "Father, I have sinned against heaven and against you." But the father wouldn't even let him finish. He called out, "Quick, bring the best robe, put it on him, put a ring on his finger and sandals on his feet. Bring the fattened calf, and kill it. Let's have a feast and celebrate. For this son of mine was dead and is alive again. He was lost and is found." The father restored his son's honor, dignity, and place in the family. Not because he earned it, but because he was loved. So they began to celebrate. The house was filled with music, laughter, and the aroma of a feast. Joy overflowed, for what was lost had been found, and what was broken was made whole again. But the older brother, he stayed outside, angry. He'd been faithful all these years, and now he couldn't understand. "All these years I've been slaving for you. You never gave me even a young goat to celebrate with my friends." His heart was filled with resentment, unable to see the beauty of grace, feeling overlooked and unappreciated. But the father said, "My son, you are always with me, and everything I have is yours. But we had to celebrate and be glad because this brother of yours was dead and is alive again. He was lost and is found." The father's love was big enough for both sons, one who wandered and one who stayed. He longed for both to join the celebration. This is the heart of the story. Love doesn't wait for perfection, it celebrates restoration. No matter how far we've wandered, the Father's arms are always open. Grace is not about what we deserve, but about the boundless love that welcomes us home, time and time again, lost and found. That's grace. That's home. No matter how far we stray, there is always a way back, and a celebration waiting for us when we return.